Hi, welcome to my AR50 100 mile an hour challenge. Inspired by the Practical Sports Bike series of articles they did several years ago, about 2012, back into 2012 they started. They took standard AR50 like this, put a 93cc big bore kit on it, did quite a lot of tuning, quite a lot of mods that are all detailed in the articles, which I'm going to have a look through. And the challenge was to get it to 100 mile an hour. They nearly got there, about 97 mile an hour. I think I can't find my last copy of the series, which I think detailed it. However, I came across this AR50. I came across a 93C big bore kit, so my inspiration is to try and get to 100 mile an hour myself. And if you fancy it, please subscribe and like, and you can follow me through this journey as I try and get this AR50 up to 100 mile an hour. And obviously the comments are there as well, so if you've got anything to add, any tips, any suggestions, things I should be thinking about and trying, please let me know, and I'll read them and incorporate it into the project. So yeah.
Hi. Sports Bike did a feature starting in October 2012. You see down there, make a 100 mile an hour moped. Started a series of articles, as you can see. I've got most of them, although I am missing a couple, in particular the last one. But where they tried to get an AR50 to 100 mile an hour. And basically they took a stock 50 and then tuned it over the progress of quite some magazines, using lots of different bits and bobs, primarily a 93cc big bore kit, and everything was put together and tuned by a guy called Chris Brocklehurst, and it culminated in them getting to about 87 mile an hour in this issue. I believe there's one more. I think they got to around 96, 97 mile an hour when they had a change of gearing. And that's kind of as far as they got, I think. I'm not sure if they ever quite made that 100 mile an hour. So I'm going to take that as actually, can it be done? I've got an AR50. I've got a 93cc big bore kit, and I'm going to put it together and see if I can get it anywhere near 100 mile an hour, just to see if it is possible. It'd be quite nice just to see if it can actually be done. Right, I thought I'd have a quick look at the differences anyway. So what I have, or what came with the bike, was a standard AR50 barrel. So you can see that's the piston on the AR50 barrel, compared to the AR93. You can see quite a bit of difference, and I'll show you a bit more later, but the porting's been done really nice. This is a BDK Altisa 93cc kit. This is the standard 50, and that's the standard 50 head there, and the Altisa kit has got its own machined cylinder head. I'm not sure the specs. I haven't actually built this cylinder up. From what I can tell, the transfers seem quite high. I'd guess around 134 duration, but the exhaust port's quite low, about one high 180s, maybe 190 degrees, which is okay, but I'd expect the transfers to maybe be a bit lower. Perhaps that's something it needs. But until I build it up, until I actually get it onto a bottom end, then I can't really measure things properly because I've got nowhere where to reference it off. Also, carburetor wise, it looks like the 50 I bought came with this carburetor. Now, there's nothing on it to say what size it is, but I've had a measure of the bore there, and it's 18mm, which according to my manual makes it an AR80 carburetor, which I guess is a common modification. I'm guessing this is the standard inlet stub, because that's a 16mm hole, so someone's put an 8mm carb on but left the inlet 16mm. I'm not saying it won't increase in performance, but ideally you would have bored this out as well. And this, I'm guessing, is the standard reed. It looks the same as the ones in the book, and it's not been modified at all. As opposed to the kit I got when I bought the R93 kit, it came with this Dell'Auto 21mm carb, so much bigger diameter, and again, a couple of mils in diameter is quite a lot in area. and if that's a genuine Delauto, it should work quite well, I'm hoping. And to complement it, there's a modified inlet stub. So as you can see, the stub, a bigger piece has been welded on to allow it to be bored out, to give it 21mm to match this end of the carburettor. So again, letting a lot more air fuel mixture through. And then the reed that came with it is this one, which looks to me like another standard one. However, this one has been fettled, so you can see right at the bottom it's been blended to, rather than having a blunt end as it does on the standard one where it's square. I don't know, easy to see. It's actually been brought to almost an AR4 edge, and it's also been cleaned up a little bit inside. Additionally, with the kit I bought came this reed valve. I'm guessing potentially a KX65 because BDK lists them as an upgrade on their website. However, it doesn't fit in there, but it's only a few mil, so I may put it on the mill and just open this up a little bit more so I can get it to fit. Alternatively, there's an aftermarket reed valve kit that you can get, which name eludes me right now. V-Force 3, which should fit. Again, I think it's for the KX65, so that is definitely something I'm going to look at getting. And I can see in the background there is a BDK expansion pipe, nicely hydroformed at the bottom, and then it looks like a 2-stage, maybe even a 3-stage diffuser, and I'm guessing, I think it's a 2-stage baffle cone. I've measured it up and put it into EngMod. It seems like a reasonably proportioned pipe actually. So my plan is really to build all this up and then get it on the dyno and see how it performs as a 93C kit from BDK, and then see how much power we got and go from there. But my first job is to sort out my crankcases, because I rebuilt them and they got some helicoils in them, but when I came to tighten the barrel down, they just moved all over the place and I wasn't happy. So as you can see, I don't know how well you can see it, but the thread is absolutely bodged to buggery in there. So I don't know, it's too big for another helicoil, obviously. It's too big for a time cert, that hole. So I'm probably going to have to drill it out on the mill, tap it, and then make my own kind of time cert insert and pin it in there somehow so it doesn't come out. So that is the first job. But this set of crankcases, although it's an AR50, as you can see, AR50, I have upgraded it. I have put a 6-speed, the extra six gear from the AR80 box in, and I've also upgraded the clutch with K100 basket from memory. I can't remember, it's a while ago since I've done it, and I don't even know if it works yet. However, time will tell. But the first thing is to get these studs done, get these in, and then I can build up the engine and get it in the bike and see how much power it makes.